Having a little bit of an issue with my drain. I filled this up a little bit so I could find out where it's leaking downstairs. Unfortunately, it leaks a little, so I had to cut the ceiling open. Let's see what's going on downstairs. I have no access to the drain on this side. Even coming in for the shower, there's nothing, so I gotta go through the ceiling to access it. So here we go. We're gonna be checking it out, and oh, looks like somebody tried to make a gasket at some point here. I just bought the house. We really don't use this too often, but I mean, it's hard. So it's been there for a while. I mean, yeah, it's still playable, but hard. I've owned the house for about a year now. The ceiling started to bubble. Was maybe noticed it. I poked it, and my finger went straight through the sheetrock. When I cut it, it was nasty. This is where my finger went through. Just pushed straight through it. Very soft at the moment. This is how it peeled apart that piece that I cut out. There's the back of it. Definitely they were hiding something. It was just peeled apart just like this. Therefore, let's take this apart, put some new gaskets on, so this way I could seal that up. All right, so let me open this up from the top. Give me access to the drain. Okay, put that on the side. And now I gotta get this off. Hopefully it's not too tight. Hopefully with the amount of plumber putty in there, we'll let this thing just kind of spin free. Downstairs, I'll have to crack it, but from here, just get it moving. First, I'm wondering if I should spray it. All right, so I'm gonna be using the rigid multi-tool. See, is this one of the, let's see, was it this? No. It's what I had. This guy, I think, goes in, fits right in. There we go. I mean, it's loose. I can even snug it up a little, but why is there so much dope? Look, it doesn't even sit straight. There's you know, that's tightening it in. Even though to the left should be loosening. And there we go. I was just squishing that out. Let's get the spud out of my way. Just a Band-Aid the previous owner had done. He probably didn't even know, but I mean, there's so much clay in here, so I'm gonna have to get this out of my way. Maybe even able to reuse some of this a little bit if I need a little plumber putty for anything. But for now, let's put it on the side. All right, now from downstairs, because the gasket's gonna be under the tub. I'm gonna put one, if I have something to fit, I prefer on top and under, but there's nothing really here. Unless I can get one that fits around there and still let the spud sit all the way down. Usually, no. There was a paper one on a lot of these things. When you take them off, you got a little paper gasket. But for whatever reason, they don't sell that paper. At least I'm not finding it anywhere. But that, you could probably just use a little Teflon. Okay, so let's get downstairs, because there's the drain right here, and look at how much goop is in there. So the gasket you could see, There's a lot of goop on top of that gasket, as you can see there. So I mean, that's not right. That gasket should be against the bottom of the tub. All right, so now I gotta loosen this up over here. Get that off. Pull it open enough. Nah, that would have been nice if it did. Prefer to use something without a sharp jaw, but somebody's already scratched it up, so I may even have to adjust this one here to make it go up a little bit. The fitting right on top, because it could be a height problem. Oh, sorry guys, I almost hit you. I'm loosening it. I'll do it by hand at this point. Let's see, yep. Okay. Looks like they even have a problem with this gasket here, so I'll replace that. The little internal gasket for here. This thing is definitely too low. So let's take that out. Oh, save it from spilling water. All right, now I gotta clean up the bottom of the tub. Before we work on anything else, I gotta get all this crap out of here. Let's see, there's the gasket. So I have to clean that up. Let's get all this stuff out of my way because I need a clean surface to stick onto with that gasket just to get it on there. I can see using a little bit of this stuff just to hold it. Not to make the seal because it's only clay. I'm gonna clean it up. All right, so let's get this off. I cleaned this all up around here. Sanded it nice and smooth, made sure anything of that putty stuff was off and out of my way. Because I gotta get a nice clean contact between the gasket and the floor. I don't want to take a chance. And look at that gasket, that thing is beat up. And I have extra nuts. I like the brass nut though better than what I got. So I can get Home Depot or these crappy metal ones. Let's see where I got the gaskets, lots of gaskets always. So let's spray this thing up. I'll let it soften. And I'll give it a few minutes. All right, so it's been a couple seconds since I sprayed it. I went and I picked up a couple like sharp oars and picks to try to dig this out. WD it usually softens the gaskets a little bit or helps them break off whatever they're stuck. Yeah, right in the finger. I love it. Love it. Was that punctured the friggin' glove? Ooh, oh, it was like a condom. Stopped it from going through? I doubt it. I should probably put a better friggin' glove on. Puncture resistant. Let me go with the Kevlar stuff now. Because what I got on now, really, I'm surprised it didn't just rip and shred right through that glove. I'm sure it did. I'm sure I just don't see the hole. But I'm sure this little thing, like with that pressure I had behind that and momentum, I'm sure probably there's like blood under the glove. It's all right. I refuse to fall down and die. As long as I'm not killing my threads. That's all I care about. As long as the threads are surviving. If not, all this work is a waste of time. I'm wondering if I should just get a drill, a wire brush. Yeah, right in the finger again. Oh, that time it punctured the glove. that time it did it. Gotta love these adventures that we have. Everybody thinks everything's perfect every time. Not realizing that nothing, well, some things go smoothly, but not everything. I mean, help everything went smooth, professionals wouldn't be needed probably. Or everything would be like on HGTV. They always hit their times. They never go over. And yeah, oh, we found this, we found that. All right, we found it, but guess what we're going to do? We can do blah, 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 blah. Next thing you know, they're all done. Here, let's go with a different approach, more like a hook. Since this is really stuck on there, I think I probably should just replace it. The way I'm fighting with this thing now, I'm almost thinking I should just replace it before I just jab myself another time. Because if I don't get all of this out, and this thing is really in there, then it's just going to leak. I mean, it's brittle, the one in there. Definitely brittle. I mean, it was sealed, I guess. Or then again, we probably didn't use it enough. And this, I'm noticing the leak. Not here. I'm noticing that the leak is coming from the drain. I wonder if I ran it long enough, I've had more than one leak. But if this was leaking, it's getting taken care of now. Except for, you know what? Okay. As much as I want this, I'll try to clean it up another time. Maybe I'll reuse it. But for now, this is wasting my time. This gasket is not wanting. Oh, there we go. There we go. Look at that. Perseverance. I didn't give up. Goonies never die. And it's coming off. I didn't say, hey, I'm done, dude. I'm done. I did, actually. I think it's once I said I'm done that the gasket's like, hey. And this thing's like, hey, I don't want to go to the scrap yard. I want to go back to use. I'm hoping you guys actually use that shower. We use the shower, but we don't use that friggin' hot tub too much. It's nice, though. Maybe if it wasn't leaking, I would. You know, hey, that's the fun part of home ownership, right? Leaks and whatever else is going to happen. And nothing we could do about it. All we could do is make the best of it. Enjoy whatever we could enjoy. Fix what we could enjoy whenever we could fix it. I had one guy, he's like, oh, if you don't have enough time to fix your own heat, why don't you hire somebody? Yeah, okay, whatever, dude. I'm going to hire somebody to do work that I do. As much as I know there's a lot of guys out there that are probably better than me at what I do, and I'm not bad at what I do, but I just know reality. I mean, anybody who thinks that they're the best thing in the world and nobody's better, you got a lot of crap coming your way, dude. A lot of shit coming your way. Because, unfortunately, we only know a little bit of whatever it is. Blah, all over me. Nah, didn't even come out. I'm happy. Let's do another spray. WD makes a great cleaner. It softens up these gaskets like an old, pump. Like you got one of those old gaskets, like on a Takeo or a B&G, a flange gasket. It'll help take them off. Oh, I wonder if I got a little slice through the glove under the nail there, a little tingle to jingle. It was definitely a little tingling and jingling I felt right there. All right, so I mean, this is looking pretty good. Should have a wire brush pretty much right next to me, which I think I'm gonna quickly just run through. That was another thing some guy freaked out on a video. That was using a wire brush to clean a pump flange. That was nasty. But whatever. People will find whatever it is they want to complain about and tell me I don't know anything. And it's okay. I never claim to know it all. And I'm not saying that in my videos you're watching the world's greatest mechanic, because you're just watching a guy who's letting you come on his adventure. That's all I am. I'm just a guy like you. Or if you're a woman, you're a woman. But You know what I'm saying? I'm a person. We're not allowed to say the words man or woman, I heard Congress say. Those freaks want us to say, I think it's, so a father and a mother really is just parents. That's all we are anymore. And a kid, a daughter, is a sibling, I don't know, an offspring. A son's an offspring. It's how we have to refer to our children, as our offsprings. And we're not allowed to say they're boys or girls. Or they lock us up and throw us in jail or something. I don't know. I hope that's all BS, but I don't know anymore. I don't know what to believe. It's all a bunch of hocus pocus stuff. Hocus pocus, the great Malenko. Down, down, down. Okay, so that's nice and clean. Let's go get a new gasket in there and install it. Yeah, let's see. So how many punctures actually punctured? Boom, 1. I don't see there at least. All right. Any here? I don't remember if I got them there though. So my hands get so beat up anyway as I work. I have no idea when I get nailed or I don't get nailed by something. And I notice it for a second and then I just keep going. I forgot about it. It's like, hey, did I get one here? I think I did. I don't see it though, but that one I saw, that one went right through the glove. Boom! All right, so threads are the same. So the washers should be the same. Looks smaller though. But let's... It's on, but zinc nut and washer for brass tubing. So it's on brass tubing with a chrome finish. Only difference is it went backwards. Backwards, I tell you. Backwards. So, okay, keep it flat. There, see? Now it's in there. So, feel like I probably should have a little oil on there, a little something. I'll put a little spit. This way it slides a little easier if need be. Okay, well, that's gonna go inside the other one. So it's been lubed. All right, now, this is the gasket that was there. Little thin, but I would think it should work. There was a big gap I saw up there. So, let's see, what do I got? What do I got that can replace this? I think almost the same one, just wider. It's a wider gasket. It's the same exact gasket right there. All right. Here's one. About the same diameter around, grooved. These are definitely too small. They won't do a damn thing. Let's see, that guy. Don't be that guy, he's just too small. Okay. Well, what we got here? What we got here? So here, tub drain gaskets. This guy's fat. He's fat. He's fat. We know it. He's fat. Okay, so, well, where is he? He's right here. So this is a lot fatter. So this is gonna be the one I'm gonna use. I'm still gonna try to make this rise up a little, but I'm gonna go with the fatter gasket. So this way it can pancake better against there. And it's a rubber gasket, not Play-Doh. I know I got no beef with plumbers, putty, but seriously, you can't make a 1-inch thick gasket with plumber putty. If anybody's been successful with it, please let me know. But I just find it hard to believe I can make a 1-inch gasket that's gonna have water flowing through it. Not just like rain hitting it and stuff like that you're trying to protect from going into like, I don't know, the top of a like electric meter or something like that. But I mean, I'm talking about like you're actually trying to prevent it from like, not like what you're seeing there. Drip down, come through a ceiling. Not happening. All right, now let's pop this back in there. First, let me hit this a little with a wire brush. Move some of that Teflon. I'm not sure if I really feel comfortable. It's like a fiberglass on the bottom of this tub. So just make sure the face is clean, so this way gaskets will be able to seal. Make sure somebody didn't. Yep, it looks. Is that clay in there? Did somebody actually clay it? Nah, it's just water crusties. So okay, you can even see. I mean, hopefully she doesn't notice. Hopefully she does not notice. See, this is where a little clay could work, because what it could do with the clay, you put something in and a little bit of clay, and it helps fill a void. I'm gonna attempt no clay. But the clay will fill like a little void, but it's not made to be the seal. Okay, so let's see. But to me, this does not look right. So, well, I go upstairs, tighten into this, and see what happens. Because I think it would tighten right up. All right, so I made the mistake when I was getting in the tub, my foot hit the friggin' faucet and it turned on. So what I'm gonna do from up here, I pulled the gasket back off, and I'm just gonna, just a little bit, pack it right underneath on the outer part of it. So this way, I should have done it from downstairs. What this is gonna do is help fill around the void of the gasket. I'm not putting a lot. What I'm literally doing is I'm squeezing it up and out. So, backed up some putty on the bottom. Let's get this in. Sure not the cross thread. There we go. Caught it, I believe. That looks like it's sitting flush in the bottom. Okay. Very good. Well, I can't move it no more, so. All right. I'll put this back on once I know I got no leaks. Useless to do before. Looks like it needs a good cleaning anyway. All right, so now it's in place. Can crank it by hand. What I'm gonna do, open it. This really isn't needed, it's not necessary, but it helps it tighten. It's gonna work like a lubricant a little bit. Just put a little bit there. And as I tighten this, it's gonna move in to the threads here. I'll loosen and show. Getting it to go into the threads somewhere. Take that. Whoop, whoop. It's not making a seal, but it's gonna allow me to tighten almost all the way by hand. Okay, now I'm just gonna snug with a wrench. And I'm saying just snug it up just a little bit. Because you want to make sure that's tight. I'm going that way the whole time, and then of course I grab a wrench and the wrong way. Just a little bit. Okay. That should be good. I could feel slight resistance. I could crank it so much more, but I'm gonna leave it there. Let's go fill and see. All right, let's start filling. Water's going through. Let's go downstairs and check. It's a leak. And it's standing water. Let's see with the water just running. Thing looks pretty dry. Even this fitting, you can hear it going through. So let me fill it to make sure. That's just a little bit of the dope. So if I fill it, I'll see if this leaks, because so far everything looks pretty good. Alright, and that was hot water, so hot water I find likes to leak faster than cold water. So hot water off. And let's fill. See what happens. So water sitting on top. Let's go downstairs and see. There should be enough water, so I'll go check. I'll check the trip when I actually take a bath after this. As long as it's not leaking, I'm gonna fill it up with nice warm water, and I will enjoy a nice bath. We're downstairs, so far nothing. So, all right, let's see as we get up closer. Looks pretty dry. So, I think it's sealed. So now the true test is to take a bath. No. Take a bath and then see what vibration, what becomes of this stuff. I mean, it's got water in it. Water's until about right here. That's where the plug is from the stopper. This fitting I won't know unless I let the trip drain come down. So even when I'm draining, I'm sure the water then goes up past that until it's at the level and then comes down with everything. It is under, so. And nothing here, no water, so. And it's higher than the sheetrock, than the wood, okay. I raised it up a little. Oop, what did I see? Did I just see a drip, or did I hit something and make it fall? Oh, I got a drip, boom. Okay, so I do have a little leak here. Okay, let me snug it up a little more. Don't be afraid of a little leak. I could have tightened this more before, but I didn't. A lot of times with gaskets, I don't like to kill them and make them too tight. So, I think I'm loosening. So, yeah, so I had to go the other way. There's the leak more. why we always test. So far, I don't see nothing. You guys may. Probably got it. Probably just need a little snug. All right. Nope, dry still. Okay. I'll use just a little bit more, not much. It's not leaking, but yeah, it should be good. Still don't see it, still dry. So give it a couple minutes, I'll be back. Probably go to one size down on the wrench, but before I still could have gone tighter. I just kind of backed off where I did. Maybe I should have replaced that nut. But it seemed like I got it pretty cleaned out, so let me just wipe it up. All right, so now I got the bathtub almost full. Very hot water. Some cool water, but there's a lot of hot water going in, and well, looks pretty good now. Pretty sealed up, nothing's leaking. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video of me repairing this drain leak. Till next time, I'm out. Like and subscribe for more DIY adventures of mine. Till next time, I'm out.